Hello and welcome again to Not Fake News. Don't forget to share, subscribe, smash that like button. Nothing to see here, folks. Now back to that Russian Trump collusion story and the search for evidence. You know we have a bunch of breaking stories, so let's do this. Breaking: Trump calls out Ossoff's agenda. And we're also going to talk about flights over Syria suspended. Laura Loomer: the left has systematically used free speech and artistic expression as a pretext to incite violence against the right. That's correct. And Osama NSC advisor Susan Rice unmasking material is at the Obama Library. And so you'll hear about that. That's very interesting. Trump supporter just stabbed and in critical condition. Look who it is. So let's get into this. Trump calls out Ossoff's agenda for the dirt bag that he is doing. Democrat Jon Ossoff, who wants to raise your taxes to the highest level and is weak on crime and security, doesn't even live in the district. Pardon me. I'm so sorry. Trump tweets again. Karen Handel for Congress. She will fight for lower taxes, great health care, strong security, a hard worker who will never give up. Vote today. Oh, yes, Mr. Trump. That's what we're talking about here. That's what we need, a little guidance. There you go. This is it. Tell us who to vote for. We trust you. Karen Handel for Congress. Vote. Vote for her if you're in that state. What state are we talking about? I don't know yet. Doesn't really say. And I didn't read that story enough to remember. I didn't hear it yet. Where it is. Flights over Syria suspended. Australia has suspended military flights over Syria, citing potential threats from Russia and Syria. From the BBC, Australia says it is temporarily suspending its military air operations over Syria and warning from Russia that it would treat aircraft from the US-led coalition as potential targets. The pause was a precautionary measure, the government said, without giving details. Moscow's warnings came after the U.S. shot down a Syrian military plane. Russia also said it was halting communications with the U.S. aimed at preventing such incidents. Australia has deployed about 780 military personnel as part of its U.S.-led coalition fighting so-called Islamic State in both Iraq and Syria. The halt in operations comes as the coalition and the fighters it is supporting on the ground attempt to oust ISIS militants from the city of Raqqa, the de facto capital of the caliphate they proclaimed in 2014. Australian Defence Force protection is regularly reviewed in response to a range of potential threats, the Defense Department said in a statement. ADF personnel are closely monitoring the air situation in Syria, and a decision on the resumption of ADF air operations in Syria will be made in due course. Australia joined U.S.-led coalition in Syria in September 2015, but did not carry out any operations in the country between March and May this year, according to the Defense Department. Its activities in Iraq, where it carried out 80 operations in May alone, will continue. Okay, good to know. Laura Loomer: the left has systematically used free speech and artistic expression as a pretext to incite violence against the right. We're sick of it. Okay? Go Laura Loomer. Go Laura. Go Laura. It's your birthday.
Shakespeare Shakespeare once said that violent delights lead to violent ends, right? And so when you're going to delight in the assassination of our president, it's going to have a violent end. And why are the Never Trumpers supporting me? Well, what do the Never Trumpers have in common with the liberals? They both are unhappy with President Trump being our president. They haven't accepted it. And the only way that would be resolved is if he was eradicated or taken out. So, of course, Never Trumpers like Ben Shapiro are going to criticize me because I'm protecting the president's life. I'm protecting our Constitution. I'm using my constitutional right of free speech and protest to protest against the bastardization of Shakespeare, really, just an attempt to continue the normalization of political violence against the right.
She's the woman who went on stage, and she's the woman who, I want to see more of that. When you're going to delight in the assassination of our president, it's going to have a violent end. Next, Obama NSC advisor Susan Rice's unmasking material is at the Obama Library. Judicial Watch today announced that National Security Council on May 23, 2017, informed it by letter that the materials regarding the unmasking by Obama National Security Advisor Susan Rice of the identities of any U.S. citizens associated with the Trump presidential campaign or transition team have been removed to the Obama Library. Why is that a bad thing? Because when it's moved there, believe it or not, when it's moved there, they can't get it for 5 years. You'll see. Believe it or not, Obama spying scandal documents are over at the Obama Presidential Library. We're considering our legal options to get them, and I suggest special counsel and Congress consider its legal options and get those documents too. Judicial Watch President Tom Fitton says, are you ready for this, folks?
Believe it or not, key Obama spying scandal documents are over at the Obama Presidential Library. We just learned that from the National Security Council, who told us in response to our request for documents about Susan Rice's unmasking of the Trump team, the DNC hacking, and the Russia story. They told us that they had moved those documents over to the Obama Presidential Library. Well, we're considering our legal options to get them, and I suggest the special counsel and Congress consider its legal options and get those documents too.
Mm-hmm. Good work, sir. Good work. It's good work that he got in. That's an answer. The answer is you can't see shit. Excuse my language. But it's true. It's a bad answer, but at least we have an answer. And I'm sure special counsel and Congress can get their little hands on there. And what they're not saying in this is, because I did the story, my last video has this in it, and it says that, due to after a president is president, you can't access what's in that library for 5 years. Trump supporter just stabbed and in critical condition. Look who it is. According to reports, a Trump supporter has been stabbed by a member of the Armenian gang and is currently in critical condition. Tony Foreman is a well-known Trump supporter and Twitter personality. I didn't know him. I don't know him, but I'll take the word on it. The Gateway Pundit reported a Trump supporter was stabbed and is currently in critical condition in Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center after being identified as a conservative and subsequently stabbed by an Armenian gang member. 27-year-old Tony Foreman had just left a free speech rally in California alongside a slew of other well-known Trump supporters, such as Kyle Chapman, based sick man. Afterward, they headed to a local bar to relax. After a few hours at the bar, the group, many donning Trump hats and supportive bumper stickers on their vehicles, dedicated to retire for the night. That is when things took a turn for the worse. As Tony approached his vehicle, another car rammed through the parking gate vehicle barrier into the lot, directly smashing into Tony's car. The Armenians exited their car. What's wrong with me? Excited their car. Armenians exited their car and reportedly were initially receptive to exchanging insurance information. They walked to the length of Mr. Foreman's car and noticed multiple Patriot stickers, including a Gadsden flag, an American flag, and multiple other Patriot and pro-Republican stickers on his bumper and back window. That's when things took a turn for the worse. After noticing these stickers, the Armenian gang member is reported to have walked back to his car before re-approaching Mr. Foreman. The car's other passengers stepped out of the vehicle wielding knives. Within a matter of minutes, Mr. Foreman was stabbed 9 times. Right before one of the gang members screamed, "I'm going to shank you, white boy." Now, just so I check it real quick, his name is Antonio Tony Foreman. I wouldn't call him white. But okay. The Santa Monica police, when asked for comments, said there is no reason to believe that this was premeditated, but it was racially charged attack. It was. I think it might have been. They all happened to have knives? What the hell? And what is that? The next generation of okay, it's a smoking pipe. I thought it was like the next generation of box cutters. Pick one up now. Okay, it's the next generation of a smoking pipe, and it's just an advertisement, which I really didn't need to see. All right. That's pretty interesting, though. Thanks for watching, folks. I do appreciate it. Hope we all learned a little something more today. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and smash that like button. But remember, when you subscribe, you have to hit the bell next to the subscription button too, or it doesn't count. So you got to hit that bell. Then I'm able to send you the videos as they come out, and you know what's going on before anyone else, and that's always fun. See you guys later. Guys and girls, you know what I mean. Hey folks, if you like that video, then you will love the one right where those arrows are pointing. Just click on it. I'll see you in a moment. Not Fake News